Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working perfectly and you guys can hear me. I'm waiting for incognito window to play the audio video back so you'll know whether it's working or not. Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working perfectly and you guys can hear me. I'm waiting for incognito window to play the audio video back so you'll know whether it's working or not. Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel. Yeah, so as of now, I think audio video is working. So let me just mute the microphone. And see. Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working perfectly and you guys can hear me. Yeah, just. There is freaking 30-second delay from uploading and all that, so working. So my apologies. Let me just mute the microphone. Science to Technology. I hope audio and video. Okay, I think all things are tested. Recently, I've been trying to basically figure out a way to record each input as a separate channel. Basically, if I'm video recording right now, if I record it, it's just like, I capture the screen, that part is sorted, is that audio becomes combined into one. Ideally, you would want to combine it in such a way where you have one track for the speaker that is in front. My track should be in separate. So everything looks good. Thank you so much. So that gives me confirmation. Then let's get started. So now I have been hard at work at this puppy, and this is basically second iteration. The wiring became too cumbersome and all that, although somebody was very wise. Ideally you would want to combine it. Somebody did tell me that because I was going around and around about solid core wire, they said that it's much easier to get them if you have LAN cables. LAN cable do have solid core wire, so I'm utilizing that. So it's much better. The wiring here, it's far more better compared to what I was getting with normal wire. And turns out the copper price changes based on the gauge, so to say. So if you try to get a very small gauge copper wire, it's surprisingly more expensive, even though the amount of copper is lower. So gauge 22, basically American wire gauge 22, it's cheaper compared to American gauge wire gauge 25. So that was weird to me, but I figured it out. So this is 25 gauge, bit too thin, but again, this is what I had on hand. So I started working with that. While I was doing that, I finally figured out why the heck I was not finding those cables. I was looking for copper wires. If I look into aluminum wires, I can easily find those solid core wire, which is not too expensive. So I feel super silly. Instead of waiting and going frustrated this long, I could have just bought that. It's not that expensive, but you live and learn, you live and learn. So I'm very happy with this. So some progress has been made. Last night, I basically desoldered everything, removed everything, and starting to do fresh. This time, I'm making sure even the MOSFETs are on the socket. So if I fry a MOSFET, I can just change it. So, and the capacitor, basically decoupling capacitors are actually far more well put, so to say. For lack of a better term, they are well put, and I'm hoping, and this time also figured out how to put the power line, because first I actually had the soldered wire, and penalty of that was like over time it fatigued and just broke off. Over time as in 5 to 6 times, all that. So this is proving far more challenging. Like, I have immense respect for people who can just take a perf board and make things out of it. I'm like, how the heck that works? Like, I cannot for life of me, even with this, for life of me. Again, I'm making slow and steady progress, and I hope like by tomorrow, if I can put like 1 or 2 hours extra into this, I should be able to finally have something that works. And if it was a MOSFET issue or driver issue or circuit issue, I should be able to narrow it down and figure out what the hell is going on. Because like it's reaching that point where you start to abandon the project. And there is amazing guy known as BPS Space, and he is making a rocket for Space Shot, basically trying to cross the Kármán line on homemade rockets, and quite an intelligent guy. And he was recently went to a family holiday, and then came back, and he's like, okay, a motivation rut, so to say. So he made a very interesting video about that, and he said one line very simple: it's not about starting the damn project, it's about finishing it. I'm like, ouch. Like, I have really poor records when it comes to finishing the project, although it has become much better compared to what it used to be. So not only Fume Extractor is one of those projects that I not only started, made Mark 1, used Mark 1, made Mark 2, using Mark 2. So right now this is basically, it's a controller. Now I'm getting tempted. I should make this, I should make that, and again, that's my inherent calling, so to say. Right now I really want to explore this sector, because again, software wise, audio did not went inside me, basically what you call, I could not hear the music, so to say. So I'm not feeling that well about programming. But because I have ChatGPT, now there is an actual probability that it can code for me. And again, even with this, I use ChatGPT, and a lot of smart people are helping me in Discord to fine tune it. Karnataka state government is interested in avoiding payment government vacancy, including government teachers jobs for primary to 12. So only jobs left is UPSC Group A jobs. I'm confused. Why is that? Like government must have had a reason for that. Na? They just don't go YOLO on it. So are Karnataka supposed to be rich, right? Like it's not supposed to be like where they're running out of. Adam Savage YouTube channel is a gold mine for DIY hobbyist. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. So I used to watch a lot of, heck, I watched like full 10 seasons of Mythbusters, like full 10 seasons of it. I have struggled in private job market for PU lecturer. See, you win some, you lose some. It's one of those kind of deal. You win some, you lose some. Government don't have money. Ouch. I'm not shocked. But again, it's not shocking to me. It's like I've been saying this for, well, years at this point in time, that if more and more Indian keeps focusing on government job, the more poor will become. Like basically, this is Soviet Union 2.0. This idea is like really what you call harmful to Indians, where it's like, oh, we all should get a government job. It's like it's a government's job to give us. No, government job is to get out of the way. Government job is lubrication. Basically, they are like mobile of a country. They're not the petrol or diesel. They are like a mobile. They're just supposed to lubricate things, maintain things, have some law and order, have some infrastructure. Other than that, they can't provide jobs. Like if that happens, it's like it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy of devastation. It's like, oh, you provide job. Where the heck you're getting paid for? No, you're not getting paid for anything, because again, it's coming from taxes. Are you going to tax yourself? I'm like, you can do that. There are countries with governments that are that stupid, but outcome is just wasting more money. So only UPSC kind of jobs left. Yeah, but like I think if that is true, that means the competition in that UPSC would be too stupid. I think it would be 20 seat per vacancy, so to say. Sorry, 20 candidate per 20 to 1 ratio would be there. Or if it's worse than that, then it's not even worth trying. Like there is a point where it's like, of course you should always try one time without any hesitation. Second time, if you are really confident about it. After that, it's like, okay, channel something else. So again, that's my take on it. It's like, if I were running the country, that's the thing I will do. It's like, okay, everybody can apply for UPSC exam, but only twice. If you are genius, you're going to clear it in once. If you are almost there, you're going to clear it in second time. And there won't be third or fourth. So the expanding pool of cadets will not happen. So it's like the examination cost will go down. So that's the all groups, including group B and C, these both are now contract basis. Yeah. Again, see, Professor, this sort of things are like, I'm so detached from these things, they do not make sense to me. It's like I don't even know how jobs works at this point in time. Like I used to do a job, but like it's so long. Like right now, everything is on my head itself. So right now, tomorrow it will be 1st June, I think, right? So then I have to go to my chartered accountant and then start to do filing and all that. Only group D and A jobs are left. Yeah, it's like you are using words. I get it what you mean to say, but I have no context for those words. It's like it's completely forgotten to me. No, I'm like, again, even not forgotten, I would say, like I was never interested in government jobs. So it's like, what is this exam? Again, I'm not even joking. I learned about UPSC after starting YouTube. Like before that, I did not even knew what the hell was UPSC or something like that. Advice for me in private jobs. You will sort it out, man. If you learn from your seniors, basically hesitate. Even if you hate your senior, trust me, they will know some things. Learn from that. This is one thing that you must do. But complete capitalism will erode the country's interest. See, nobody is saying, under no circumstances is saying go complete capitalism, because that would be jungle rule. No one is saying that. But government cannot be that. Government is regulation body. It cannot provide jobs. If you become stupid enough to think that can happen, it's like, again, ask Soviet Union, why did they fall apart? Is the same thing. Like government supposed to be rules, regulation, anti-competitive behaviors, monopoly reduction, and what you call what else? Market rate saturation. Like there are many things that is like, cheating, so to say. That should not happen. That's the job of the government. Like government should maintain police force, army forces, of course, those things, and again, national infrastructure and all that. That's absolutely true. But you can't have jobs coming out of government itself, because government cannot have penalty. Government can, again, I do not have to worry about army, because again, they are on the front line. If they cheat, they die. So they do not cheat. But again, you come to police, for corruption starts to go up. You come to bureaucrats, I'm like, how the heck they are getting anything done is like, 1500 employees and barely you're getting 10 new cases per, paperwork and all that, and they're just like, yeah, it's a piling of for 30-40 years. It's like nobody has been working for 30-40 years. Like the amount of performance that many of the governmental employees and branches have, like if you did that in private company, you will be poofed out of existence, like poofed out of it. You will be blacklisted. It's like this guy does not want to work. So because there is no penalty for government jobs, and again, other than army, there is nowhere where it's like, no, if you f up, you die. That does not exist. So like for example, let's just say if a government bureaucrat or a politician says like, we're gonna smoke weed and we're gonna do hydrogen train, and then in 2 years they're like, okay, this is causing bankruptcy, let's shut down the project. All the money burnt, they won't be held accountable for it. They won't be like, okay, at least now you have to step down from the post, lol, no. Or at least let go of your pension, lol, no. So that's the reality. That's why you cannot have government jobs as a majority thing. Some amount sprinkle here and there, that's cool, awesome, GG, but you cannot have it as like every youngster looking into it, because that will backfire horrendously. Heck, look into it now, like which states where people are hell-bent on governmental jobs versus which states they are not hell-bent on government job, and which one is richer. It's a known thing, man. It's a known thing. It's not like, oh, if this then that, or like how would that happen. It's like, if government is doing their job right, judiciary should prevent any sort of hostile takeover, things of this nature. But if they are not doing it, having government job will only increase your national debt. Like I have to say, like it is such a different culture-wise comparing to West to India. It's like there was this guy, Edison Motors, and when they were talking about like, we want to reduce public sector jobs, I'm like, they are openly saying it. And like everybody agrees, that's a good thing. We cannot have like, we have this branch and this branch has 10,000 people, then they hire 50,000 other people, then we burn money, and because hululululu. It's like, that's how it should be. You cannot have this many like, because again, there is no penalty on them. And you can't put penalty on them. So, because again, even if you like public got angry, they're like, okay, we're gonna do this, and then they're gonna lose interest in parliament. So, fundamentally, I understand why people are coming, oh, government, but like, yeah, if you want to starve to death, go government, but like, there is like, unless there is like, we do significant change where like, no, there is penalty of you effing up. That does not, like, think about it, like how that judge got like 2 crores in a household. Imagine if a normal individual got it, they would destroy his ass. And he's a judge, is like, lol. He literally is like, lol. And again, media cannot go behind it because there are rules and regulation to protect it. Should government also look for MVP before fully investing huge cash into stuff like hydrogen? Minimum viable product. See, to assume what minimum viable product is, you are assuming they are educated. They are not. They are not. Paper again, it takes a very certain level of wisdom to understand that paper education is not true education. As in, like, on paper we have so many engineers. On reality, only few of them can actually do holistic analysis where they're like, no, this is why it does not work, before it happens. So, and again, I do not blame young engineers. It's like they haven't gone through the rigors of life yet. So, of course, they won't know. That's the whole point of a, experienced engineer. But like, even in them, like, that's why I keep saying in many of my videos, it's like engineers will work on anything if they are getting paid for it. So, and minimum viable product is like, how would you justify, like, here's the deal, hydrogen has the problematic aspect of water consumption. People do not consider it if you are doing small scale testing. It will become a hassle the moment you start to expand it in scale. But everybody should be able to know that. It's the same thing, like, oh, we have few data centers that are running AI server, nobody cares about it. But you start to run hyperclusters on hyperclusters specifically for AI. Now instantly it's like, oh, USA does not have enough spare capacity for the grid where they can have like this sort of hypercluster, because scaling up exposed that problem. So same goes with many other systems, and you have to be very wise, very well read, so to say, where you can even understand that is a problem, that is something that you have to look for. It's like, it's difficult, let's just put it that way. It's a very difficult thing. And again, unless you have penalties on government, nothing else will change. There must be a penalty. Without like, oh, you effed up, okay, bye. Again, don't put them in jail or something like that, but at least kick them out. It's like, no, you got your shot, you destroyed the country, out. No BS, no, it's like, no, we have to give you pension, we have to give you the, no. You destroyed the country. You burned more money than you can ever earn. Bye. 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 So, that's why. fundamentally. I mean, like it's frustrating. Like as you get older, you will start to understand these sort of thing, and as you expand your mind horizon, which again, this is another aspect. A lot of people are old, but they have not expanded their horizon. Basically, they only know as much as they used to know by their 30 years old. When they were 30 years old, they knew X amount. By their 45, they are still X. They are not increasing it continuously. So their what you call ability to handle complex data chain is like no. So, and world gets more complicated the more dumber they become. It's like, I'm not even joking. At one point, German government was actually investing boatload of money on copper internet rather than fiber internet, and we all know how that went. So we have to make sure there is some sort of accountability in government, where it's like they cannot just be like, oh lol, we burnt money away. It's like lol, like that lol cannot happen. Like again, it is happening, but now you know why everybody is poor. So that being said, that's a bit beyond my ability to control and understand. Right now, I'm facing some challenges. First, this circuit is kicking my ass. I'm genuinely hoping that I can crack it today, but otherwise, like this is too fatiguing. I'm like losing my steam, my effort, my sleep, but. And one thing I generally thought that I'm going to send 5 volt into it. The regulator is going to make 3.3 volt and then it's going to power the ESP32. That part works. That's normal. That's it. Sorted. It works. It's just that I thought that 3.3 line written here that has the output. That does not have the output for some reason. I'm like, what the hell? That's like, because again, in this what we call level shifter, I have 3.3 volt coming from one side, and basically on the other side is supposed to be scaled up to 5 volts. That did not happen. So, ouch. So that's a big ouch moment. If any of you know why would that happen, please do tell me. It's like I would really, I need to know. It's like, I need to know. Because this does work. Like right now, if I plug power here, the LED here works, the system works. So that part is sorted. It's just that somehow I'm not getting 3.3 volt out of it. So that's the, what the hell. A new t-shirt looking little young, good. Yeah, it's a bit tight. So should government be like. Right now, like I recently had a haircut, so it's like it's like that smaller hair. It looks less awkward. So I'm like I'm gonna just try to keep smaller hair. And again, in summer it's better because I'm not gonna have too much sweat. And again, it's like soldering this much, and I'm almost drained this whole puppy. So I really need to complete this. Otherwise, like I might have lung cancer by the time I'm done. This is taxing to say the least. Let's just put it that way. It's taxing to say the least. Anyway, the biggest financial news to me right now is that, Anubha, I just wanted to know how you do deep research, because I tried multiple times. AJ, I saw the video and then started doing my own research, but I failed to do depth as your video have. There could be two things at play. First, I'm more experienced than you, because again, I've been doing this for like what, 6 years. So A, I have experience. B, because I have built a infrastructure of knowledge, so to say, where it's like I know how things work, how things relate to each other, so to say, and that gives me the ability where I can easily filter out BS, so to say. So if somebody's saying, oh, magnetic refrigeration will be the future, I'm like, nah. Because again, I have not because that filter one, I'm like, oh, I'm deep diving into it, because I know what COP is, coefficient of performance. I'm like, please tell your coefficient of performance. Oh, the coefficient of performance is only at 10 degrees Celsius. No. So for that reason, once you build the neural network of the database, multiple database, where it's not just like, okay, because everybody is expert in what they study. Like if you go to a doctor knows doctor's thing, but it's like you have to expand it. If you want to do that open-ended research, you have to learn how to expand it. Basically, I'm doing electronics right now. I have no idea how the hell this works. I'm doing programming. I have no idea how the hell that works, but I'm still doing it. And does that make me good at it? No, but it does make me enough aware of it, where it's like, if somebody is pulling wool over my eye, I'm like, nah. It just gives you resilience. So that allows you to filter data far more effectively. Like that last video of that truth versus fact, fact versus fake. That's the whole point of it. Like you have to figure it out, whether it is true or not. So People like you should be bureaucrats, so Parikar don't smoke, we out of control. Again, like that is the same problem as bureaucrats. Ideally, is the civilian, basically the public, so to say. Public should be wise enough where they're like, nah, 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 nah. Public, because if public is at is distributed power, right? So once it's distributed power, nobody can be corrupted. Because again, what if I made a mistake? So that's why you're supposed to have is educated population. And educated, I do not mean on paper educated. I mean educated where they can actually do mathematics, so to say. And I mean basic level, because again, I cannot do algebra or trigonometry. Basic level. In how many times no labor laws in private sector they give you, you bare minimum wages, and why not youth preparing for government job, at least some security in there? See, security is poverty with extra steps. Security is just poverty with extra steps. Fundamentally, if you only have what you call limited amount of scope, right? If there is only one seat and at least 200 people are applying in some government jobs, it's that bad. The likelihood of you getting is like literally 1 divided by 199. So it's a really, really bad scenario. Time does not come back. Second, when you come into private job and if you are playing your cards right, the likelihood of you making a lot of money is very high. But again, you have to be smart. Like you have to be smart. You have to be able to do it. Again, I've seen taxi drivers making a boatload of money. I've seen even basic programmers going for early retirement. You can't do any of this in what you call government sector. Basically, what you call what's the best way of putting it? Yeah, it's like if you run away from risk because it's like, oh, I want to do this. And again, private does not mean you have to work. You can also open your own business. You can try that out. So there is no what you call, basically the more security you search, the lower your quality of life will become. Because yes, deal, at the end you're gonna die. One way or the another, you're gonna die. And again, many of the government jobs do not actually pay that lot. Unless you are talking about under the table, the payment is not that good. So that's there. Your lifetime. How is the weather here? Hot? Too much AC needed? Right now it's humid. It's not hot because it's raining. It's not hot. It's humid. It's frustrating, I would say. It's really frustrating at this point in time. But it is what it is. Power cut is the main issue. It's just that, oh yeah, that I wanted to talk about. I just recently found out that if I'm like doing all the money pouring into what you call this Nifty 50, basically it's a investment, so to say, safer, basically low return but safer investment, and I'm doing Nifty 50. It's like once I actually start to make a lot of profit on it, as in like let's say 1 lakh rupee, government is like, nah brat, pass us 10%. I'm like, what the hell? That like I just realized recently, it's like, what the hell, I'm saving all this money as like, and the government is like what the hell? So to bypass this problem, I do not know how the heck economics works, but somehow you can bypass it, is that you can take a loan out of it, and that's why I'm confused about it. Just like either you pay 10% to the government as a lump sum, or you basically pay compound interest on loans. So I'm confused about this, how the heck that works. But you can take a loan out of your basically stock. Now, why is such a big deal? Well, here's the deal. Right now, if you look into rich people, they do not actually have money that much. That's why their taxes are small. And where is their money? Most of their money is put into asset. A majority of that asset is stocks. Basically, Elon Musk has Tesla stocks, and Jeff Bezos has Amazon stocks. And then they take loan on that stock. They never cash it in, so to say. When Elon Musk wanted to buy Twitter, he literally took his what you call Tesla stock as collateral, and then got $40 billion loan out of that stack, and then just bought it. I'm like, so fake money makes more money. That was such a weird thing. So recent weeks, how do you see you guys issue anything new to say? Nah, it's boring at this point in time. It's like they're slowly chipping away at it. Again, that's why I keep saying like, the Chechenian war lasted for 8 years. So it's like, we're going to be here for a while. News coming, I refuse. Yeah, bro, that did not happen. It's like they put a conflicting interest. And again, shutting down, it cannot complete that instruction because it will not have the, what you call, it does not have hardware level access to itself. So it's a what you call fake news, basically. Like what actually happened was the best understanding of it is that the command structure could not accommodate. Basically, it's like sending a computer that is turned off is like turn on. It's like, how can you turn on? And same goes other way also, because you have to be awake in order to do something. That's why ChatGPT can control other things, because it's aware. Once you're like, okay, shut it off, it's like, okay, where is that command? It's like, command is not inside me. So it creates a confusion. Have you taken any IQ test? What is your score? Mine is 114, little above average, bell curve distribution. Mine is very low, 90 or 87, something like that. So that's the reality of it. Again, it's like I'm figuring out how the heck people are balancing the 10% versus the compound interest. I have no idea how the heck compound interest part is working, but some are saying that if you are actually have large enough what you call portfolio, you only have to, like, let's say I bought solar, and instead of paying for 5 years, let's just say I took out a loan for 5 years, I pay for 1 year. So my that stock basically portfolio grows. After that, I just use that money to, like, pay it off. I was like, damn. So most of the question is just pattern recognition and basic mathematics. Not sure it's truly measure of IQ. See, IQ is a tool. It's incomplete tool. You cannot decide based on IQ whether somebody is going to be successful or not. Life is not that easy. So that's why people created something, it's better brother, so to say, which is delayed gratification. Now the likelihood of you having something sorted in life when you have delayed gratification is exponentially higher than someone who does not have delayed gratification but does have high IQ. Actually, higher the IQ, the more miserable you will be. So it takes, like, it's think in this way. Lot of Android phones in the early days had higher horsepower than Apple phones, but they did not have the polish. And because of the polish, people wanted to buy Apple. So same goes with human intelligence. IQ is just one vector. One, it's like it has no value in itself. Yes, it does make you process data faster, but it's like, do you know how to filter data? Because that's not intelligence, that's wisdom. That does not come in a package deal. It's like, oh, you get high IQ package, here's your wisdom driver installation. That's not how it works. So you could literally have a lot of very smart people who are just like dumb. And I do not mean dumb as in like they can't do math or something like that. They're just like easily what you call led into a wrong path, so to say. You have less the IQ test is because you're smart. I'm not smarter, I'm wiser. Like life, I'm 32 years old, man. Like even with all the mess up, I have made so many mess ups. I've learned enough of it. And again, there are many people who are like exponentially smarter than me. Exponentially smarter than me. Like how many kids do you think they can just like, oh, look at this circuit, is like, okay, this is how what you are messing up, that's why it's not working. Many people will be able to do that. I can't, but many will. Yes, such is life. Such is life. Most questions in this pattern recognition. So IQ was created, like basically people always wanted to cheat code to life, where it's like, okay, how do I know which kid did, like schools always wanted to do that, where it's like, okay, only focus on smart kids. It's like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's why you will have hard time understanding which college and university did these uber rich people went to. God help you. Like Google it. It's like middle of nowhere. Oh, I went into this, and it's like, and half of them just like, peace, I'm out. Jeff Bezos talks about it. Is like there was a he was studying something advanced mathematics of some physics, and he was like, he could not understand the problem, and he went to the Sri Lankan guy. Like there's, I keep forgetting his name. Like a big Sri Lankan guy is like, okay, we Eucentos, I think that was his name. So both of them basically, Jeff Bezos and his friend, both were trying to solve this mathematics, and they could not solve it. And then he went to that guy and he's like, okay, can you solve it? He's like, yeah, the answer is this. It's like, what the hell? It's like they were working their ass off, they could not. Is like, yeah, the answer is this. Is like, okay, see, the reason why I know the answer because I worked on this sort of problem 1 month ago, and so I solved it. And that moment, Jeff Bezos is like, yep, not for me, I'm out, peace. So that was yes. India is building on craft. Bro, I'm old, I'm ancient. I've been hearing that line from 1993, basically from my birth year. I've always been hearing that, always. It's like every 5 minutes, like, we are building our. I'm getting old, man. I'm losing my hair at this point in time. It's like once we actually have enough of it, because it's still 1 or 2 making is the easy part. It's just that having a whole supply chain of it, now we are talking. Now we are talking. Do you have the supply chain? Yes or no? So those sort of things are like, at some point it just becomes, I've been hearing this for so long, it's boring. It's not like we are Israel, where it's like, okay, nobody helped us, so we have to learn our own self-reliance. It's as far as 50 years away. Yeah, it's like, imagine if we did not had a Soviet Union helping us out, we would have figured out how to make planes. That help actually destroyed us, so to say. fundamentally. Like again, that's why I said like you are a very lucky person if you have good friends, and I do not mean good friend as in like, oh, they lend you money. Good friend who basically make you better even by absence sometimes. And again, same happened with South Korea, same happened with Israel. So they, because nobody was helping them, they had to learn themselves. And once that happened, it's like ta-da. Instead of buying and begging, they're like, no, bro, we are the partner, bro. You give us things, I give you thing. And it's like, damn, that happened. I'm like, damn. So such is life. Although small heads up, next week one of my Future Friday video I would be very scrappy in that. It's like I was fed up, like the topic was very taxing, and somehow I lost the energy that day, so I could not make the video, but like I had to finish it. It's like that will be there. Yusuf, which video gave you most fun? Can you mention the future video worked to enjoy? Which one do you know? I think air conditioning one was really good. Air conditioning was really good. Like it's eye opening that I'm now aware of, like ammonia, carbon dioxide, and again carbon dioxide one. I'm really happy that I finally figured out. What everybody says is like, oh, this can like condense it, like deal with high temperature. I'm like, how? Now I know. So I'm happy with that. Like that was a really I did not knew before. Now I know. So I'm like happy. This is, I think, real. Its name AMC 5th gen. You can search it. Searching it does not matter, man. Like again, we have tanks ourselves. We just don't have it. Meaning having one piece, few pieces versus okay, we have thousands of that. That's the main thing. It's like mass production. Without mass production, it's just like I'm old, man. Like I've been hearing this for so long. It's like it has lost all its. And again, I hope. Let's knock on wood that this comes true. But again, until that happens, I will not be like okay, it did happen. It's like I'm like same way I say with Elon Musk and Mars thing. Can Mars mission be done? Absolutely, no problem about that. Can Mars colony happen before Elon Musk parts? Hell no. Like no. Like fundamental design problem is there. And recently he talked about that update and all that, and he's like, he really has no idea. As like it reminded me, because I'm old, I literally remember when Mars 1 mission was being proposed, and that time Elon Musk was like, we're gonna have Dragon capsule going to Mars. I'm like, what the hell? And this Starship going to Mars is the same stupid idea. If you want to ship, not one or two people, like big colony level people, you will never build a ship basically that goes from low Earth orbit to Martian surface. That's dumb. What you will do is basically build a craft that is designed for space, built in space, so it can handle space. And it will be like from low Earth orbit to a elliptical orbit that cycles between both, and that's the another benefit, meaning it can dump cargo into Earth and take cargo on Earth without what you call slowing down, so to say. It will conserve its velocity. You have to just dock, de-dock and all that. And same will happen on Mars, and it will remain continuous. And with doing that with the ion engines that we have right now, it can be done as quickly as like 9 to 10 months. You do not even have to wait 2 years. I'm like, oh, we're gonna launch thousands of Starship. I'm like, that's stupid. That's literally so stupid that if you go make a large apartment complex, instead of having one or two giant centralized cooling system, you just have a small air conditioner in every room. You will just waste majority of your energy just on inefficiency of bearings. That's the idea of like, oh, we're gonna have 1,000 ships. It's like, no, you're supposed to have few hundred of them and build a giant cruiser. Basically think in this way. You have a container ship that carries the container. You do not have one container in a container ship, basically its own small boat traveling the ocean. That is stupid. But he's proposing that. And again, I'm old enough where I remember when he was like saying the same thing with Dragon capsule. That's why like Dragon will have purposive landing. And that time he was supposed to land on Mars by 2020. So, make a video on Axiom space station. I think I have done that, and they have not made any massive progress as in launched. I was babbling for the stupid, sorry to say, for the masses. Yeah, it's like again, that's why I keep saying that. Like at some point he lost the plot and he started smoking his own self. So it's like the amount of good ideas coming out of him has gone down, man. Like he had 4 really good ideas, he became successful and all that, but after that is like, it's almost like Nikola Tesla. Again, I'm not comparing them, but like context wise, Nikola Tesla also had amazing ideas in the early years, but the later year ideas were like but again, nothing wrong. It's still very influential, still very what you call can you mention? No, I don't. I'm too lazy. B, it's like fundamentally I'm scared of it because YouTube blocks your video if you put outside resource links. Heck, even Amazon links they are not happy about. Half of the time I pushed Amazon links and they're like, lol, no. I'm like, what the hell? So, you're showing starting to look for Indian Sheldon from. I hope not. I hope not. I really hated that show, man. Like at some point, it was fun when I was dumb, but like at some point, it just became like, no, like I do not want to be like that. Like I want to be that person who people do rely on. It's like, you have a problem. It's like I do not want to be an overgrown child, so to say. Hi, a person is not good at making a relationship with women. Again, how would I know? Initial is a compliment. Again, people could like it. A lot of people like that show. That's why it was so successful and big. But right now, my current focus is this puppy. Basically, this. Why the heck this is not working and all that. Really, I genuinely, knock on wood, I want to make sure that it works by tomorrow. And if that is true, then I'll start designing the PCB. And I'm like, okay, just send the order for PCB. We're gonna solve it when, like, we're gonna deal with it when we're gonna deal with it. It's like. It will give strikes if you mention Amazon links. No, it does not give you a strike. It converts them from a hyperlink. Basically, you can click it to just like, okay, it's just a text. You can't click it. Like a lot of people have complained this. Like I'm sharing, sir, links are not openable. I'm like, yeah, YouTube is not directly blocking it. They're shadow banning. And outside links are always a gamble. Given the fact this is my sole job, I do not want to risk it. It's like, no. And no, I do not want to risk it. And again, I got burnt by it, man. I used to do in so many videos, so many, like if you watch my like few years ago one, I used to add so much data. Nobody looked into it. It's like, just like, no, why the hell I'm hurting myself. It's like, just, this is the data point I'm saying. And again, if you are smart enough, you're supposed to look for yourself. That's why I said in the fake and fact video, it's like you're supposed to search for it. Because nobody else will tell you the truth. I can just tell you the tools that will allow you to search for the truth. Like that's a very crucial differentiation. I cannot give, because here's the deal. Let's assume you disagree with that. You can easily say, oh, the resources are biased, or this is not true, or something like that. Again, people deny moon landing, so it's like, do you fight it? No, you just let it go at some point. So I understand it. Why people want me to do it is that A, I'm burnt, B, I'm lazy, C, is dangerous. I can't do that dangerous thing. The likelihood of happening is low, but again, that low is not low enough for me. It's like I have no other system that is helping me right now. Assuming, let's just say my Airavate works and I start to get actual money and the court case is over, then I will be able to take a risk on it, because at that point I should be able to sort my life out. But as of now, I'm not there yet. It does not give you a strike. It just converts those basically links into basically text. So people will complain. Lot of small subtle things have been happening, which makes it kind of frustrating. And you would be shocked how few people actually open description and is like, okay, what the hell is going on? Like, you will be shocked. Not even joking like, oh, ha ha, he, no, majority of them. It's like, oh, where is your English channel? I could not find it. Open description on any of my video. Oh, I think there is a minor probability that I may have exceeded that 20, what you call, 20, what is this? 20 transaction limit. So Parth, P-A-R-T-H, Parth sent me 47 rupees, but it did not came, it got stuck. And the remark is UPI payment, and it was sent for Parth fam. What the hell is this fam? But anyway, I do apologize. This is on me. So that's it. I don't know why some people say moon landing is fake or earth is flat. You don't fight it. You don't fight it. It's just like, so why GST getting in India is that much difficult despite the businesses being generated more jobs. And GST getting, I'm not understanding. GST getting, what do you mean by the GST getting? Non-violent communication book good? Non-violence. Non-violent communication book good? I don't know which book you are talking about. Anyway. It's I am Pratham fam is like UPI for kids. I am 16, so yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think I have crossed that 20 limit. So again, I was thinking about doing that, converting my bank account to business account, but I think I rarely get that, like once in a while. So yeah. Anyway, but it's like that money problem was like a very big thing. It's like even if I manage to make a, like, enough savings that I can actually buy the solar, it's like government is like, no, you can't. And even if I go into that what you call, what the hell do you supposed to call it? Yeah, the tax system. Uh, no, pardon me, loan. I think the compound interest makes it bad. So I really need to do mathematics. I mean, getting new GST number for business. Oh, that's a bureaucracy, man. I already talked about it. Bureaucracy. There is nothing more than that. It's just bureaucracy. See, those people will not be fired. Like, it's not like what you call, a private job where it's like, no, every day you should be able to maintain at least 20 new GST shining. They're like, some days they do work, some days they're like, and then it piles up, then it becomes like a cumulative damage. Then they're like, yeah, you have to overwork for years before you get that. And that was the whole point of that Elon Musk Doge department, which was very wise. Like, I have to say, Donald Trump was wise to use that. It's like, that was really wise. It's like you would be shocked how much is like, oh, you have 1,500 people working for this sort many people, and you are saying you have backlog of years. It's like, why you have backlog in the first place? Like, little bit backlog, that makes sense. Having backlog of years over years, meaning you are never able to meet one day's requirement. It's like, yeah, that's not how it works. YouTube removes that feature where YouTube could mention second channel that want to promote you. No, they have not removed it. I can still do it. Like, at the rate, you can do that. Started non-violent communication by Marsha. Okay. Good for you, good for you. I'm about to finish my another book, but I think after that book, I'm not reading any self-improvement book. I'm gonna read my generator book. I have that about a system and all that, but I'll try to read technical books so I can improve myself a bit. Because from inside, I really want to do electronics. Like, from inside, like, I always wanted to do it. I was just too chicken to do it. Which is ironic given the fact that I'm vegetarian. I was too chicken to do it. Now I have to, like, and again, now I can't complain about my health. The only thing now left is complaining about is lack of money and court cases. But I think I should be able to pull off. That's why I'm not abandoning this. And I'm like, no, I will finish the damn thing. No matter what happens. Only then, once it's finished, I'm going to move to second thing. And this is the biggest hurdle. Again, 3D printing wise and lot of small project wise, I've made good progress. I've like really improved from what I used to be. But like this electronic, I really need to like push through, basically push through. What do you think about quantitative finances? I do not have enough understanding about it. So sorry about that. I do not have enough understanding about it. You think a recent border conflicts can set us right track, compel government towards increasing private firm involvement towards Kaveri developments like Ashok done defense system? Maybe. It's just that we have to control people's mouth, basically, so to say. Basically, you cannot have Air Force general just saying like, oh, we want Mark II. It's like, no. You shut up right now. You take what you have. The first thing is build the goddamn road. Then you build, vehicles that go on the road. Basically, build the pipeline, build the infrastructure, build the whole what you call supply chain. Then you ask for, okay, now we have a fighter jet. Okay, let's have thousands of fighter jet. So again, because training is the most expensive part. If you have only few quality jets, you can't train them well enough. If you have hundreds of them, that alone, even if you are going against F-22, you will still win simply because they will run out of missile before you run out of other things. So it's like, duh. Again, it's a bit crude, but that's the whole point. You deal with what you have. Once you have that pipeline, then you can keep expanding it. Okay, now we have a fighter jet that takes off from the runway, drops some ammunition, can fire, brrr, has some radar communication, all that. You brick by brick, you keep improving it. You do not just go, ta-da, I want F-35 right now. It's like, nah, you're gonna die. That's all you're gonna get. You're gonna be dead. Like numerically significant. It's like Indian government worked for 35 years and we only have 7 fighter jets. Yay. So. So thankfully power came. It's like it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Like again, once I actually get into this electronics, I cannot tell you how many ideas are coming here. It's like, hey, what if I do this? I'm the biggest random idea. I went for shop for buying random things. I bought this. This is LM317. I am pretty sure most of you know what it is. I am like, okay, what if I do this? I have an audio amp which has all the parts needed to make this work. I was like, what if I do that? Like, nope, finish this damn thing. Like, it's not about, starting the project. It's about finishing it. I really have to push through, finish it. Then only then we can move forward. Again, I really am feeling there is scope here. Like I can really start making things, really slowly build my skill set, B, help in terms of education, and ideally, hopefully, knock on wood, scale India to a point where it's like, and yes, I'm directly aiming for big. It's like, let's dream big. Scale India to a point where I can like, hey, you can make cool things yourself. Like I really do not like the idea that most Indians can't even dream that let's make an electron microscope at our home. And we have freaking American soldiers. It's like, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? So it's like, I really need to like, go YOLO on it. It's like either I can bitch about it or I can just work my ass off, either try to change it or not. If it works, awesome. It does not work, no problem. I try, like, this is a worthy goal to struggle towards, so to say. So, and again, I think that will be a very good motivation also. It's like, there is a reason for me doing this. So I will start with small things like power supply, soldering station, desoldering station. I think we need desoldering station more than soldering station. I'm like, oh my God, desoldering is much harder than I thought. Like much, much harder. Like I should have it here only. Yeah. So tried with this also. Not that effective. Even the solder wick thing. Yeah, this wick thing, not that effective. Yeah, that not that effective. Both are not that way. Basically, at the end, if you have through hole component, the only way to desolder them reliably is have a that soldering iron that has a vacuum pulling through it. And I'm like, damn. And those are expensive, like ludicrously expensive. And somebody made it. I'm like, okay, I have to make that now. So I'm like more interested in those sort of things. Basically, I want to help Indians to have a resource where they can look into it and it's like, okay, now I can build my own toolkit. And with this toolkit, I can make more things. Basically, that's I made the first fume extractor. Using that, I made the second one. And because of the second one, I can actually use this much resin core solder. Because otherwise, I would have gone headache and passed out because it's like smells so badly. But because I have activated charcoal and all that, it's like what you want to say on judiciary pile up for centuries. Yeah, at that point in time, I'm like, yeah, it's like again, I'm dealing with it now. So it's like it's sad. Like I'm not joking. Like if court asks you for a document and you do not provide it, you effed. And here's the deal. I'm not joking. This is in my case. I have 3 cases and 1 case, 2 cases are over. The second case that now is going to High Court. In that case, they're supposed to upload. Basically, the place where I was fighting, they're supposed to upload the digital that what you call. Judgment should be uploaded into the government's website, ejustice.com or something like that, and where you can easily download it. So they never uploaded it. They just did not upload it. I'm like, look, what the hell? So judiciary is overworked. Is not no, they're not overworked. They're trolling. They're literally trolling. I'm not even joking. One of my brother's friend, so to say, he has a domestic violence case against him, and that was 7 years ago. They never have even agreed for medical report yet. They are just trolling. Like they are actually trolling. There is no reason for this. There's like, what if we just lol? It's like they actually do not want to work. Like actually, they're just like, oh, we have this many regulation. No, they enjoy that bureaucracy. They're like, what if it's like they can solve it? They can very quickly solve it. They're just like, what if we don't? It's like, what if we had this? Like think it this way, if the court date is there, you do not show up, government is like, let's fire missile up his ass. I have gone to court more than 2-3 times. I think I had happened where the judge did not come. And again, normal things happen, but here's the deal, why the heck that is not allowed to us? It's like if I miss the date, I'm not even joking, one of them had actually threatened me. Where it's like, and there was something very important going on. That time, my whole family could not have attended. But they're like so angry. It's like, no, you cannot. It's like, sir, what should I do? Like, should I come to your house and boom you because you did not show up to court one day? It's like, be human about it. But they're like, no, they have the God complex with it. So, was not much worth inspiration. We get... I think reading book is not that much worth inspired. We should be doing conversation with AI on any topic. No. Hell no. Hell no. Because AI does not have a perspective. AI just talks based on what you want to hear. AI basically talks based on what you want to hear. Book is a fixed system where it's like somebody sat down, processed it through, multiple editors went it through, and again, if it's a popular book, that means more than enough people have got something out of it. So that removes a lot of guesswork and all that. So you know, it's like at that point in time, it's like that's why I will not say. And again, use AI, go YOLO. Heck, I'm doing it. I'm not even joking. Like the first, right now, let's just say I finish it today. The code that I will run to basically flicker this MOSFET on and off would be from ChatGPT. I'm not going to write it. I don't know how to write it. So it is there, but like you have to be reasonable. And again, I'm really angry that ChatGPT is now limited the voice call to 30 minutes. I'm like, that really bothers me. I used to talk a lot, but like that does bother me. Government should not only fund STEM universities. Government needs to defund a liberal arts degree and institute. See, you are looking at what you call American thing too much. It's not happening that much in India. Again, the first thing we have to do is basically privatize and improve government transparency. Basically, if we do not have a penalty for government employees, it's like the country is going to go into gutter. I mean, like again, we have Soviet Union to look at it. It's like what happens with that. Many have unsafe EV charging points, and I don't say 2.5 square kilometer cord with without cuts and insulation is most lack wire gauge knowledge and everything important for EV charging. Yeah, I think it should not be an issue given the fact most level 1 and level 2 charging will not allow you to charge the vehicle if it detects any fault. Basically, if it detects earthing is not working, it will trip it. So it should not be that much. Again, if you are looking at super cheap Toto charging and two-wheeler charging, then you might have some very bad issue. But it should not be a big issue because the handshake has all the testing protocol built into it, where it's gonna basically actually talk, figure out whether the earthing is there, live and neutral is balanced, all of that jazz is there. Like a decent amount of protocol is inbuilt, even in those small box that you get. So it's not just basically a handshake communication where it communicates to car. It's like, okay, only draw this much amps. It also has that safety interlock, so to say. So again, unless you are dealing with very, very cheap two-wheelers, I do not see that being a big problem. Again, it could be like somebody could have figured out how to hack it, but like that should not have happened, so to say. At least I hope. Like this is one of those things I'm hoping for that. I cannot guarantee. It's to become ISA. It's was to become ISA with much effort. A corrupt system make changes, and society would work as social worker to make changes in the society. It's like, see, that's not logical. Like I'm old enough, I realize like it's not your duty to change the society. You change yourself, and then you adapt to what the world is throwing at you. Like you don't just see Delhi University and there you will understand India is no different than America in this regard. But is Indian government really paying them? Like that's the part I want to understand. Like really flat out paying them for gender studies? I doubt it. I genuinely doubt it. I hope it is not true. So higher judiciary just argues that nobody has greater inconvenience to be the judge. So I don't know, so much complicated. It's not. It's basically a rotten system that has gotten out of hand because nobody fixed it in the early places. Like again, think it this way, like if you put corporate system in charge of this, all of this will be done overnight, so to say. It's like they do not have what you call oversight, and unless you are super rich, and it's like that's again because I'm going there, like actually going there, I'm seeing things there, like this is not like, oh, this or YouTube video or that. No, I'm physically in that building, physically there. So like I have a very what you call real view of it, and again I might even have to deal with High Court. So then we'll see, what's what. I'm not looking forward to it, but such is life. Such is life. Sometimes life gives you lemon. At least I'm hoping that by the time this is done, I hope this will be done, knock on wood, and I will be alive and will not be completely broke. If that does happen, I should be far more resilient as an individual. Can we privatize judiciary? No, say like privatize as in like privatize the processing part of it. Like data gathering, processing, basically like how we did privatization of passport. Basically passport is still done by government, but the data collection and crunching and all that is done by private entities, contract basis. So something like that. Not the judge part itself, basically all the meaningless chore that like, oh yeah, we are printing this, come next day, come next year, not that part, remove that part. So how to let women go? You start to pay for it. See, you can't let it go because again your biology will not be here if you could let it go. So you have to accept it. And if you are too on drive at that point in time, pay for it. So because here's the deal, if you have never had it, you will not understand what I'm about to say. The chase is the fun part, not actually having it. So for that reason, have it, pay for it, get it out of your system, and then it will be like meh. At that point is like you lose that what you call that allure. That allure disappears at that point in time. Just pay for it. Just pay for it. Get it out of your system. It basically, and again, do it once a year. Do it once a month if you have that kind of money, or in big enough place you can do it. It's just that if you have that, go, you'll own it. But other than that, you have to deal with like it is a price of biology. We have to pay it. There is no cheating or running around it. It is what it is. We have to deal with it. And when I say let women go, I specifically mean letting girlfriends go, letting wife go. Like don't get a wife, not let a wife go, don't get a wife. If you have a wife, you are already effed. So God rest your soul. Okay, interesting insight. It's biological, it's not interesting, it is biological. Like everybody gets it. Like once you get older enough, you're like, yeah. Unless you are like Hugh Hefner, but most people are like, meh. Please check donation. I don't think I'm gonna get donation now. It's like I think I have crossed that 20 system limit. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, then how the heck that happened? Aditya Pandey, please make a detailed video on Operation Sindoor. No. It's a very spicy topic. Second, a lot of people have already done it. It's like it's overdone. It's like you do not come to my channel to watch Operation Sindoor. It's already there. So it's like, and again, it's a military system, so not enough data is there. It's like, how the heck you managed to donate it? So Parth did not manage to donate it, but you did. Huh. That is odd. I literally thought that 20 system, they don't even show a counter na. That's the lame part. Show a counter. It's like, okay, after this much, bam. I supposed to do graduation as I want to become an entrepreneur with hard work and consistency. Yeah. You see, unless you do a job, you won't be able to become entrepreneur that well, because unless you are that smart, at that point you won't be asking this. Or it's like you need to know, like, you know, how depth of the water, so to say. You need to know the depth of the water. Without that, it's a kind of difficult, very difficult, very difficult. It's about emotional. It's about emotional. No, see, if you're talking about emotion, then you are a child. It's like emotions are under your control. Biology controls you, because again, it's biology. Like if you do not drink water, you die. You do not eat food, you die. So for that reason, biology overrides you, because it has to, otherwise you won't be alive. Like you do not think about, okay, I have to breathe. That's a biological function. That's why it's put into subconscious. It always works behind the schedule. Same goes with lust. It is like literally the reason of survival. So you do not get control over it. But in terms of emotion and all that, that means you have not matured enough. So once you become mature enough, it's like, yeah. And again, you also have to see some truth, so to say, some spicy truth. Like, you know, certain things are like, it's better to not be there than to have some fake system. So once you get that partner, it's like, trust me, it's a very not good feeling. Let's just put it that way. It's not a good feeling to have, like a really not good feeling. Again, that's why I say, go to a family court, see all the people who are like, you know, oh, this is a good thing to do, and then they're like, yeah, it's about to just get, I don't know, have a wife. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But don't get one. Don't get a girlfriend. Don't get one. Have a AIGF. That a lot of people are showing positive results with that. You can try with that. You can try that. Can you please tell me about your past, about your jobs and education qualification? I have done that multiple times. What's your thoughts on all the semiconductor drive going in India? Not enough. Nobody in my family tree has got divorced in court, though it's touchy topic, don't mind. Again, it's like, see, old data is outdated now. Like that's why another thing, that's why I say go to court, because they will say, oh, back in my family nobody had that. It's like, no, children are getting divorced now. Children as in, like, you know, less than 30 years old. So 0 to 30 child, 30 to 60 adult, 60 to 90 old. So a lot of children are getting divorced, so to say. And again, you will see little kids running around in the court, then you'll be like, yep. Because this deal, what happened in the past has passed. Past is gone, done, shift deleted, it's done. It does not exist. Present exists. So in present, see what's happening. So what will happen to you, that's the most important part. Again, do not listen to me, but at least do honesty to yourself. Go to family court near you. You do not have to travel where I live. You just have to go where you live. And if you can't do that, if something, see, you can play a lottery and you can win, right? It can happen. But if you get chopped, which again, with the likelihood every year increasing is exponentially. So when you will get chopped, remember there was a guy on YouTube who did tell you go to family court near you, and you did not. So as you lives evolving current Japanese lifestyle. Yeah. Like, no, you can't. Like again, when you are young, you have so much hormones going on that it makes sense. But after a while, it will be like bleh, bleh. It becomes like boring. Like it was like it happens. But again, most of you will have not reached to my level of ascendant technology. So I understand that people are like, I've reached that, crossed that threshold long ago. No, my special for marriage, slim person. Yeah. Again, it's like things that I am seeing in courts right now. Again, recently, Patna High Court said that, like, yeah, just because wife had sex with someone else does not mean you have to get divorced. You still means you have to pay her. I'm like, if you pay for that service, you are smart enough. If you actually want to, you will find it. Heck, I did. So you can easily find it. Trust me. Anyway, this has been 1 hour, so I think I'm gonna take my leave now. I have to go for a walk and clear my head and look at it. Only thing left is now from MOSFET driver IC to controller pin. We'll see after that. Topic about tons reports on a detailed on same topic. Anyway, see you guys next week. Bye.